I have rearranged my studio and office many times over my YouTube career, and every time I tell myself, this is the one. Clearly, it never is. But this rebuild for this new channel, I think we finally got it. So I'm gonna walk you through my filming setup as well as my office space and tell you what actually matters more than any of this. So this is probably what you are most familiar with. That is my desk and where you see me filming at least half of my videos. We have the other half that usually get filmed here. And then this is the secret hidden desk, which is my husband's, Matt's desk, that you don't see. It's not nearly as aesthetically pleasing as mine. At least in my opinion. Now, when I first had the idea of launching a new YouTube channel, I knew that it was going to be studio based. I'd be filming a lot in the studio. So I really wanted to have an awesome looking space to film in. So that meant redesigning our current space, which was a very millennial white, minimalist kind of style, to something a bit different, which is millennial green. It had been a while since we had painted any walls in our house. We just have white walls. It's kind of boring. So when I was vision boarding this space, I really wanted to make sure it spoke to who I was as a creator and my own personal brand. The next step was setting up the cameras. Where the cameras were going to determine how we would position all of the furniture in the room. So we couldn't start moving things around until we knew what our camera angles were. Like, you are the most important thing, how this looks, not like how it looks like when I walk in the door. So I knew that I wanted 2 specific camera angles in this studio space. So this one is the first one that you see. It's for my build series. So I wanted something at a desk so I could be showing you screen grabs, so I could be showing you analytics. So I knew I had to be able to use a second shot without rearranging my space. So that was for my Inside series. I wanted it to feel like you were just sitting down and having an intimate chat with a friend, like you would typically find in a bedroom vlog or even just a couch vlog. Now, if you are just starting out, just use your couch or your actual bedroom. Like, you don't have to build out a studio couch or studio bedroom. I just have young children, so I really wanted a space that was just consistent and that wasn't messy and that I could just come and film and it was separate from my real couch. So once we kind of established our camera angles, it was time to start lighting the space. Now, my husband, Matt, is the prime lighting camera person. He's the one that obsesses and sets up all of these things because he is far more particular and he just knows a lot more about how to set up the lighting. This space is a dungeon, which is like a good thing and a bad thing. There are no windows, so that means we need to use a lot of external light sources. So right now the lighting is set up for when I'm filming at my desk, and we have 2 main lights. So this is my big key light that brightens up my face, and then I have a fill light over there. So those are our 2 main lights. And then normally I have a screen right here to kind of help diffuse some of that light. So there are 6 practicals that we use for our lighting, and practicals are basically just like all of these little lights. They're all the lamps that you see, but they add so much richness and depth. So first we have my YouTube Shorts neon sign. This was given to me by YouTube. I love it. It's super funky. The big lamp, a small lamp, so it's that light number 3. Over here we have a 4th light. It's just an open light bulb. A 5th light is this LED strip that's hidden underneath this bookcase. It just kind of helps illuminate the items on here. And last, we have this light. So that's light number 6. And this one's more of like a hair light / it helps fill in this corner when I am sitting down on this chair. 6 of these smaller lights and 2 main lights. That's 8 lights. It's a lot of light. Having good lighting will increase the quality of your video and how it looks more than the quality of your camera or gear, as well as any set designs that you do. After we've got our lighting and our camera in place, it was time to start set designing. The fun part. Arguably the fun part. It took us a month to do this space. So this is the YouTube altar, for lack of a better term. So we have a pillow, We have my shorts lamp, and this is actually the original Creator Awards that they gave out back in 2014. This is my congratulations for 100,000 subscribers plaque. So that's what it originally looked like. It looks a lot different nowadays. These are our plants. I feel like these plants look a lot more fake in person, but on camera, they don't look bad. I actually really like this one. This is a nice plant. Like, this one looks like a good fake plant in person. And same with this one, that one's cool too. This picture wall took far more time than I was initially expecting it to do. There was a lot of planning involved. I like mapped out each size on like Canva. I was arranging the different pictures, trying to see what color of frames I wanted. It was a whole deal. And the biggest thing is that I actually wanted to have some of our own prints, so our own travels with us, as just kind of like an ode to the travel channel. Moving over to here. So we've got, obviously, I wanted a comfy chair. This is not the most comfortable chair, but it is a good sitting cross-legged chair, which is how I sit here. So the bookcase, having the set design on this bookcase really, really helped. We added these vintage style movie camera and photo camera to just kind of, I don't know, like my vision was like a vintagey vibe because I was going for like YouTube OG, like I've been on YouTube for 20 years. It pretty much makes me like a vintage YouTuber. I don't know. I feel like I didn't really set design this that much. This is my actual desk. I really do my work here. We just won't look underneath there because it is a little bit of cord chaos. Having little personal tokens, little clues to like what your interests are, all of this kind of helps build out your personal brand subconsciously, right? Like in the viewer, you can see like I have cool YouTube stuff, I have cool travel stuff. This is the colors and the vibes of me. You just want to show a bit more of who you are as a person through your design. Our last step was to fix the sound because sound is so incredibly important. Like if you're watching something and you have poor audio quality, it's really hard to focus. Like you can forgive poor video quality easier than poor audio quality. So this is the main mic that we use. It is an XLR mic mounted on a boom, and it plugs right into the camera on that XLR adapter. So you get beautiful audio and you don't have to sync it all up. It works. As I'm walking around, I am using my lav mic. So that's a second mic setup that we use. If you don't have an XLR, this is probably your next cleanest option for that beautiful audio, that crispness. For the longest time, we would film with a shotgun mic. So that just mounts right on top of our camera. So instead of that XLR pack, you would have a shotgun, and we use that a lot for travel vlogging. I would say that was probably our main mic with a windsock, which kind of looks like that. That's another one of the mics that we have. Now, having a good mic is part of what will give you good sound quality, but you also need to reduce the amount of echo in your filming space. So there's a few things that we did in the studio. The first I'm standing on. It is this massive rug. That helps because we have vinyl flooring, so it helps reduce the hard surface there, as well as these sound panels that we have on the walls. So we have 8 sound panels. That's what these gray things are. And my husband, Matt, actually built these out of a simple wood frame with fabric wrapped around soundproofing insulation. So super simple, but they look good. We also have these acoustic wall panels, which were more of a decorative decision, but they double up as another sound reduction proofing item because they have felt backing, so it helps reduce that sound. And last, since this is a multifunctional space, not just an office and studio, but a gym, we have these curtains that we put up. And this just runs on a ceiling track. So I'll pull them across like this. And that helps, 1, hide the gym equipment so it doesn't feel like we're working in a gym. 2, it helps actually reduce the light bounce from the white walls that are back here, and it reduces the echoing for sound. So multifunctional curtain screen. So that is our studio setup. But for you guys, I want you to know you do not need this. You do not need this to succeed on YouTube. I filmed travel vlogs for over a decade anywhere outside. Like, it was an inconsistent filming location. And I was very successful doing that. This studio isn't the reason of my success. And this is the biggest point that I want to make in this whole video. Your setup should reflect your target audience. Now, my target audience is content creators, YouTubers. So I want a studio. I want it to look and sound very professional. If I was a cooking channel, I wouldn't need a studio. It wouldn't make sense for me to have this desk office studio setup. I would want a really cool kitchen or just a nice kitchen space. That's where I would invest in. That's where all of my filming would take place. If you're a lifestyle vlogger, you would probably want to invest in just a really good portable camera and audio setup, even a portable light. These things would help your channel more and help improve the quality of your video more than a studio setup. For every niche, if you had 3 things to improve your video quality and make it look good, the first thing you need is a good light source. So you need to find a really nice window that casts a beautiful light, not direct sunlight on your face, a nice diffused light for you. Or if you don't have that, get a good light. Invest in a nice big softbox. Again, the bigger, the better. The second thing you need is a tripod. You need to have a steady surface, and just like propping it up on books, nah, just get a tripod. They're not that expensive. You can buy them on Amazon. And the third thing you need is a mic. Yes, you can record your audio on your phone or your camera. They both have built-in mics, but if you have that extra bit of money, invest in a mic, an external mic. You notice how I never said camera? Because let's be real, you all probably have a phone that has a fantastic camera nowadays. So start with that. And then obviously you do want to probably eventually upgrade yourself to a proper filming camera. It has taken us years to build out our gear and our filming studio setup. It's a lot of money. You're not going to go out and purchase this all at once. So step by step, incrementally upgrade your gear as you grow, and your video quality will just get better and better. So this was my setup and how I film my YouTube videos. But if you want to see how I organize my YouTube videos, so where I put my ideas, where I put my scripts, how I pick which ones I'm going to do, the whole system, well, of course, I did a video all about it.